Xingqiu is one of the best 4-star characters in Genshin Impact, and here's why you should use him and how to build him. Now before we get into the video, if you guys want to increase your RNG luck, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell button as well. May the RNG be with you. If you have Xingqiu somewhere in your team and you're wondering if you should pick him up or not, you definitely should. He can save you a lot of materials when it comes to crafting books. Maybe you're missing 1 or 2 books to crafting another higher tier book. Xingqiu has a 25% chance of creating another copy, saving you materials, time, and a lot of resin. He can also be a healer. He's great at applying Hydro on an enemy for elemental reactions, and yes, he can be a DPS as well. He's basically an all-rounder. This is why I consider him to be one of the best 4-star characters in Genshin Impact. First things first, the question is he a DPS or a support character? Honestly, I would consider him more of a support character than a DPS character. He can heal you, basically provide a shield, his ultimate can be active even when you swap out characters, and make all the Onichans start saying, he's the perfect character to start baiting in some predatory Onechans. But hey, it's Genshin Impact, play the game however you want, DPS or support, we're going to be covering both in this video. Taking a look at Xingqiu as a support, this is going to be my personal Xingqiu as a support. This is his critical rate, his critical damage, as well as his energy recharge at 200%, as well as for the hydro damage it's 66. Now you might be puking at the fact that my critical rate on my Xingqiu is only at 24. Yes, you should be gagging, because I too am gagging. As for the weapon, I feel that the best choice, whether it is DPS or support, it should be Sacrificial Sword on Xingqiu. You can possibly put the Festering Desire on it too, but with the Sacrificial Sword, it not only has an energy recharge as the base one, but it's more of the skill that I'm looking forward to. With the Sacrificial Sword on Xingqiu, you have a chance to use his E twice, meaning that he can apply Hydro a lot more quicker, and he can also get his ultimate a lot more quicker by using his E skill. As to compare to the Festering Desire, although his E will do a lot more damage as well as his ultimate and the critical rate is increased, you're not going to be generating your ultimate as fast as possible. And one of the big features about Xingqiu is his ultimate. This is why I believe that the Sacrificial Sword is the best sword on Xingqiu. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Xingqiu's artifacts. Just a warning before we take a look at his artifacts, please keep a bottle of hand sanitizer just so you can sanitize your eyes. But the set bonus that I am running with him is the full 4-piece Noblesse Oblige. There are different sets that you can go with him, which is definitely the Heart Adept 2-piece and the 2-piece Noblesse Oblige. And those are the only 2 options I feel like if you're going to have Xingqiu as a support role. Taking a look at all of his artifacts substats, this is what it is, the feather, and the most important stuff are going to be these 3 artifacts at the very top. Now for the first one, I have energy recharge on his watch. You can have this at attack percentage, but because I am using him as a support, I want his ultimate up as fast as possible and available at all times. This is why I would rather choose energy recharge over attack percentage on his hourglass as a support. As for the substats, I kinda didn't give a shit. As for his cup, you want to put hydro damage, and if you can get energy recharge on the substats, then that's even better. As for his helmet, I have it as attack percentage just because this is the only piece that I do have. If I had another helmet, like for example critical rate, I would rather put that on my Xingqiu, but I am just too lazy to try to farm that stupid domain with the 3 abyss mages to even try to get a critical helmet piece. So this means that my Xingqiu as a support is not even at his full potential. You can actually have a better Xingqiu support than me as I currently have. But this just shows how good Xingqiu is as a support, no matter how trashy of his artifacts are. As for the constellations, you can either go for Constellation 1, which is really nice, Constellation 6, or Constellation 4, because goddamn, are they really good. As for his talents, what you want to be leveling up first is definitely his ultimate and then his E. And then lastly, his normal attacks. As for Xingqiu's support, honestly, he can almost go with anybody. Xingqiu with Hu Tao is amazing. Just because of his ultimate and how much he is able to provide the water status on the enemy, allowing Hu Tao to do so much more damage than she already is doing. This is also another possibility that you can pair him up with. And then this is just me choosing anybody that could go along with him and just choosing whatever. He can almost go with every single team. So the clip on the left shows no help from Xingqiu, and on the right it shows the assistance of Xingqiu. Let's go ahead and take a look at DPS Xingqiu. Now I told you before, you better have that hand sanitizer because this is going to be even worse than the last one. As for my DPS Xingqiu, these are his stats.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
And for the energy recharge and for the hydro damage, it is 81.6. As for his weapon, I still suggest the sacrificial sword. Once again, his E is a lot of his damage whenever you are maining him as a DPS. But you can also swap to the festering desire if you choose to do so. As for the artifacts, I kind of just threw whatever was on my child onto Xingqiu. And right here you can see it's not bad for the crit damage. This piece isn't too bad. For the flower, yeah. This is his hourglass, and if you are going to be doing a DPS Xingqiu, you should be taking attack percentage here. For his cup, just keep it the same as a hydro damage bonus, and for his crown, either if you have critical rates higher than critical damage, then you could just do the 1x2 method. And just to clarify, if you guys don't know what the 1x2 method is that if you have 50% critical rate, then you should have 100% critical damage, making it a 1x2. In terms of DPS Xingqiu team comp, this is the team that I chose to flow with it. Double Pyro for the extra 25% attack, Beidou for her ultimate, Xingqiu for his E and his ultimate, Channeling for her ultimate, and etc. You kind of get what I'm trying to say here. But overall, this team was absolutely amazing. Of course, you don't have to choose the exact same team comp. I mean, there's also different characters that he can definitely work with, and you just have to experiment, do whatever you do. DPS Xingqiu is not really my thing, but you get the point. But even with these horrible stats on Xingqiu, I was actually surprised at how much damage he was actually able to do. I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip that was on live at twitch.tv/Yubifier. Let's go ahead and roll the clip. It worked? Okay, here. Okay, 15k now. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Okay, we did it. But that was because of the ice. It was ice. That was because it was ice. Let's go ahead and do a different boss. Reset! Yes! Perfect! Boom. Okay, okay. 17k? Oh, come on, come on. Oh, damn, dude. Not one shot, but it still does a lot of damage. I think if his artifacts was a lot more better, then it would probably be able to do it. Without a doubt. Especially with his artifacts. Like, dude, these are just so bad. But anyways, guys, I hope that helped you into choosing whether you want him as a DPS or as a support. Honestly, I feel like both ways are perfectly fine. I just chose to use him as a support. Go ahead and leave this video a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me which character you want me to review next or how to build him, etc. and I will try my best to do so. But anyways guys, it's been Yubifier and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!